Africa is home to some of the most incredible discoveries that have left scientists and researchers in awe. This vast continent is like a treasure trove, filled with astonishing findings that continue to surprise and inspire people all around the globe. Many of these discoveries are so remarkable that, if not shared, they might seem unbelievable. In today's video, we're excited to take you on a journey through Africa, highlighting 20 groundbreaking discoveries that have not only shocked the world, but have also transformed our understanding of history, biology, and even the universe itself. From ancient artifacts that rewrite our past to unique wildlife that challenge what we thought we knew about nature, these revelations are truly breathtaking. So get ready to be amazed as we explore these incredible insights from Africa. Chapter 15. Homo Nalidi New Human Species Discovered. In 2013, a group of cave explorers made an incredible discovery that changed what we know about human evolution. Deep within the Rising Star Cave system in South Africa, they uncovered a hidden chamber that held something extraordinary, a collection of bones from a species of human that had never been seen before. This new species is now known as Homo Nalidi. The process of digging up these bones wasn't easy at all. The cave was filled with narrow tunnels and sharp rocks, making it nearly impossible for most adults to move through. Because of this, a team of young women, small enough to fit through the tight spaces, was brought in to help. Thanks to their efforts, the bones of Homo Nalidi were carefully recovered. What makes Homo Nalidi so interesting to scientists is that its bones show a mix of both ancient and more modern traits. This suggests that this species might have lived at the same time as our direct ancestors, the Homo sapiens, and could have even played a role in how we evolved. One of the most surprising things about Homo Nalidi is its brain size, which was only about 1/3 the size of ours. Despite this, their hands and feet suggest they were good at using tools, which has led experts to think they could have been capable of complex behavior, like working together and possibly even having a social structure similar to ours. Although these discoveries are fascinating, many questions still remain. Scientists are still trying to figure out exactly how old the bones are. Radiometric dating methods have suggested the bones could be between 236,000 and 335,000 years old. But more research is needed to confirm this and figure out exactly where Homo Nalidi fits in the larger story of human evolution. Another big mystery is how the remains ended up in the cave in the first place. Some researchers believe that the chamber might have been used as a burial site, meaning Homo Nalidi might have had funeral rituals. Others think it's possible the cave acted as a deadly trap, causing a whole group of these early humans to die there. Scientists are still working to uncover the full story, but one thing is clear. The discovery of Homo Nalidi has opened up a whole new chapter in our understanding of human history. Hey guys, before we get to the next part of the video, I just want to say that if you find these videos interesting, please consider turning on notifications for Discovery 2.0. I'm working on some even bigger projects right now, so if you want to make sure you see them when they're ready, just hit the notification bell now. Also, I just want to say a massive thank you for watching this channel. These videos do take a long while to make, so honestly, I really appreciate all your comments and support. So yeah, thank you for everything. And now, let's get back to the video. Number 14. Diving Blue Hole of Death to Dahab. Along the coast of the Red Sea in Egypt lies a breathtaking, yet dangerous natural wonder known as the Blue Hole. Located in Dahab, this deep underwater sinkhole stretches over 100 meters down and is surrounded by steep cliffs that drop into the crystal-clear waters. The Blue Hole is famous among divers and adventurers, but it's not for beginners. Only experienced, certified deep divers can safely explore its depths. For those brave enough to dive into the Blue Hole, the rewards are unforgettable. Beneath the surface, you'll find schools of colorful fish and stunning coral formations in the deep blue waters. But with its beauty comes a dark side. The Blue Hole has taken the lives of many inexperienced divers, earning it a reputation as one of the most dangerous diving spots in the world. Although no official records exist, some estimate that as many as 200 divers have lost their lives here over the years. One of the most well-known tragedies occurred in April 2000 when Yuri Lipsky, a Russian-Israeli diving instructor, took his final dive. Equipped with an air tank, helmet camera, and a weight belt, Lipsky dove into the blue hole and never resurfaced. At depths beyond 90 meters, around 300 feet, divers are at risk of nitrogen narcosis, a condition that causes confusion, hallucinations, and impaired judgment, often leading to fatal mistakes. Despite its risks, the blue hole continues to attract thrill seekers from all corners of the globe. Many are drawn to the challenge, eager to test their limits and explore this mysterious underwater world. It's as if the blue hole calls out to adventurers like a siren, making it impossible for them to resist. Number 13. Creepy dead trees and dead. Deep in the heart of the Namib Desert lies a place that looks like it's been pulled straight out of a dream. This spot, known as Dead Flay, which means dead marsh, is a strange and haunting landscape. In a flat, white clay pan, ancient trees stand frozen in time, their trunks scorched black by the relentless African sun. It's hard to believe, but just 900 years ago, Dead Flay was full of life, a green oasis where trees flourished. But as the climate changed and the desert grew, the water that once sustained the area was cut off by giant sand dunes. The trees, unable to survive, slowly died. Yet instead of rotting away, they've remained perfectly preserved by the extreme dry air, standing like twisted skeletons with branches reaching up to the sky like bony fingers. Today, Dead Flay is a magnet for photographers, filmmakers, and adventurers who come from all over the world to witness its eerie beauty. The contrast between the bright white ground and the dark, charred trees creates a dramatic, almost otherworldly scene. With no plants or animals in sight, it feels like you've stepped into a forgotten and isolated world, untouched by time. Number 12. Discovery of a new continent and ocean. In the heart of East Africa, in Ethiopia's Afar region, something extraordinary is happening. Africa is slowly splitting apart. For millions of years, the continent has been tearing at its seams, and the Afar region is right at the center of this incredible event. This area is where three tectonic plates, the Nubian, Arabian, and Somalian plates, meet and constantly push and pull against each other. As a result, the Earth's crust here is very thin, allowing magma to rise to the surface. This creates a dramatic landscape filled with volcanoes, hot springs, and geysers. The split is happening in the East African Rift Valley, where the land is slowly pulling apart. In 2005, a massive 35-mile-long crack appeared in the ground, stretching over 50 feet deep and 65 feet wide. Though the process is slow, scientists believe that millions of years from now, the rift will grow so large that Africa will break into two separate continents. The smaller new landmass will include parts of today's Somalia, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Tanzania, while the rest of Africa will form the larger continent. As the rift continues to widen, a new ocean will eventually form between East Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. This means that in the far future, countries like Kenya and Uganda could have new coastlines, as the land separates and the ocean fills the gap. Number 11. Dinosaur unearthed in Zimbabwe. In the remote wilderness of Zimbabwe, a team of scientists made a groundbreaking discovery during expeditions in 2017 and 2019. They uncovered the remains of Africa's oldest dinosaur, named Unbirasaurus rathi. This find marks a major breakthrough in the world of paleontology. The name Unbirasaurus comes from the local Shona language, named after the area where the fossils were found, while Rathi honors paleontologist Michael Rath, who first reported fossils in the region. Scientists believe Unbirasaurus rathi roamed the Earth over 230 million years ago, during the late Triassic period. Unlike the giant dinosaurs we often imagine, this one was small, only about 6 feet long, and weighed around 60 pounds. It had a slender body and a long neck, perfect for reaching vegetation in high or hard-to-reach places, making it a herbivore. While the discovery of Unbirasaurus rathi is exciting on its own, scientists are even more thrilled about what it could mean for the future. The find suggests that Zimbabwe may have been home to a wide variety of dinosaurs, and with more research, They hope to uncover even more secrets about Africa's prehistoric past. Number 10. Eye of the Sahara and Lost City of Atlantis. The Richat structure, also known as the Blue Eye of the Sahara, is a stunning geological wonder located in the vast Sahara Desert in Mauritania. This incredible formation has fascinated scientists and adventurers for decades. Spanning about 50 kilometers in diameter, it's one of the largest and most striking natural structures that can be seen from space. At the center of the Richat structure is a raised plateau, towering over 600 feet above the desert floor. Surrounding it are a series of circular rings made of rock, creating ridges and valleys that give the structure the appearance of a giant bullseye. These rock layers are made of ancient materials like sandstone and limestone, revealing the region's deep geological history. Scientists believe the Richat structure was formed by a combination of volcanic activity and erosion, which gradually shaped the unique rings over millions of years. However, some people have come up with other intriguing theories. One popular idea is that the structure might be the remains of the lost city of Atlantis, mentioned by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. Although there is no solid evidence to support this, the theory continues to spark curiosity. Others speculate that the Richat structure could be man-made, but most experts agree it's a natural formation. Whether it's the work of nature or the remnants of an ancient civilization, the Blue Eye of the Sahara continues to capture the imaginations of people worldwide. Number 9. Alien Sky Blue Stones. Imagine holding in your hand a mysterious blue stone that is said to have come from the heavens. This is the story of the strange blue stones that Italian geologist and archaeologist Angelo Pittoni acquired from a Fula chief in Sierra Leone, West Africa, in 1990. According to the local tribe, these stones were gifts from visitors who came from the sky, possibly extraterrestrials. The stones were unlike anything Pittoni had ever seen before. When he brought them to Europe for testing, researchers found that the stones didn't match any known minerals on Earth. No matter how much they studied the stones, they couldn't figure out what caused their striking blue color. Even when ground into tiny particles and viewed under a microscope, the blue color disappeared. Researchers tried exposing the stones to extreme heat and acid, but nothing could change or break them apart. Pittoni compared the stones to the pure turquoise often found in ancient Egyptian jewelry and referred to them as the stone of heaven, suggesting that these stones were different from any other gemstone known to mankind. This leaves us with the big question: where did these stones come from? Were they really gifts from extraterrestrial visitors? Or do they hold secrets from ancient civilizations that have long been forgotten? Number 8. Unidentified heads discovered Lindenberg heads. In 1957, a young boy named Carl Ludwig von Baetzing made a discovery that would change the archaeological world while playing on his father's farm in Lindenberg, South Africa. As he dug in the soil, he came across unusual pottery fragments. What he didn't realize at the time was that he had just uncovered the Lindenberg heads, some of the earliest examples of Iron Age art in the Southern Hemisphere. At first, the pieces were scattered and broken, but after careful excavation and reconstruction at the University of Cape Town, 7 heads were pieced back together, 2 large and 5 smaller ones. 6 of these heads depict human faces, while 1 stands out with animal-like features. Interestingly, 4 of the smaller heads look similar in size and design, suggesting they were created as part of a group. Carbon dating revealed that these heads are about 1,500 years old, dating back to around 490 AD. Experts believe the heads were likely used for ceremonial purposes by early Iron Age communities, especially since the smaller heads have small holes on the sides. These holes may have been used to attach the heads to poles or costumes during rituals or performances. Today you can see these remarkable Lindenberg heads on display at the South African Museum in Cape Town, offering a glimpse into the rich cultural history of early African civilizations. Number 7. Sahara Desert, Africa. Close your eyes and picture the Sahara Desert. What do you see? A vast sea of golden sand, the sun blazing overhead, and not a drop of water in sight. You're right. That's the Sahara. It's the largest hot desert in the world and the 3rd largest overall, following Antarctica and the Arctic. It covers an astonishing 9.2 million square kilometers, almost the same size as China. But the Sahara is not just a huge, dry desert. It's also full of mysteries. Believe it or not, around 11,000 years ago, this area wasn't the hot, arid land we see today. Back then, it was lush and green, filled with lakes, rivers, and grasslands that attracted many animals like hippos, antelopes, and elephants. This greener Sahara was the result of the Earth's changing orbital patterns, which occur every 23,000 years. As the Earth tilts at different angles, it affects how much sunlight reaches its surface. During the time when the Sahara was green, the tropics received more sunlight, leading to increased rainfall during the summers and winters. This extra rain allowed a rich variety of plants and animals to thrive in the region. However, about 5,000 years ago, the Sahara began to dry up again, mainly due to geographical changes unrelated to human activity. Today, the Sahara may appear dry and lifeless, but there's hope for the future. Experts believe that in about 15,000 years, this region could transform once more into a lush and fertile paradise. Number 6. Child of Tong. In 1924, quarry workers in Tong, South Africa, made an incredible discovery that would change our understanding of human history forever. While digging in the limestone at the Buxton Lime Works, they found a small child's skull. This find caught the attention of Raymond Dart, an anatomist and anthropologist, who immediately saw its importance. Dart believed that this skull belonged to an early human ancestor, or hominin, that lived about 2.8 million years ago. He named this new species Australopithecus africanus, which means southern ape of Africa. At that time, most people thought that early human ancestors came from Europe. However, the discovery of the Tong child challenged that idea, as it was the first early human fossil found in Africa. This provided strong evidence that Africa is the birthplace of humankind and supported the out-of-Africa theory. This theory suggests that modern humans evolved in Africa before spreading to other parts of the world. Not only did the Tong child confirm this theory, but it also revealed important anatomical features. The skull had a brain size and teeth similar to those of apes, but its shape and dental structure were closer to those of humans. This indicated that it was an intermediate form between the two. Between 1936 and 1947, more Australopithecus fossils were found in South Africa, including those from adult specimens. These discoveries provided even more support for Dart's original claim that the Tong child was indeed an early human ancestor. Today, the Tong child is celebrated as a crucial piece of our history. Its discovery revolutionized the field of paleoanthropology, fundamentally changing our understanding of where we came from and how we evolved. Number 5. Mauritius. The stunning island of Mauritius, located southeast of the African coast, is renowned for its rich diversity of plants and animals, as well as its spectacular coral reefs. Among its many natural wonders is a breathtaking sight that has intrigued visitors for years: the underwater waterfall. From the shore, it might not look like much, but if you take a helicopter tour of the island, you'll witness something truly remarkable. The coastline appears to transform into a magnificent waterfall flowing beneath the waves. It's a sight that leaves you in awe. However, the reality is that this so-called waterfall is actually an optical illusion. It's created by sand and silt that slide down the underwater slopes and drop into the depths below. As these materials move off the ocean floor, they give the appearance of a waterfall, as if the island is being drawn into a vast drain. Even though it's not a real waterfall, this stunning phenomenon continues to capture the hearts of visitors to Mauritius, who are enchanted by the island's incredible natural beauty in the Indian Ocean. Number 4. Stonehenge of Africa. About 700 miles south of the Great Pyramid of Giza and 60 miles west of the Nile River lies a fascinating stone complex that rivals the famous Stonehenge in England. This site is known as Nabta Playa. Discovered in the 1970s by a team of archaeologists, Nabta Playa features a series of stone structures that seem to be aligned with the stars, leading many to call it the Stonehenge of Africa. What makes Nabta Playa even more intriguing is that it is much older than its English counterpart, dating back over 7,000 years. The site includes stone circles, megaliths, and other structures believed to have been used for astronomical observations and as a calendar to track the changing seasons. The ancient people who built these structures were likely nomadic herders traveling with their animals. The most significant feature of Nabta Playa is the calendar stone circle, which consists of 4 pairs of large stones along with several smaller ones. A study published in 2007 by archaeoastronomers and archaeologists confirmed that these stones were likely aligned with stars such as Sirius, Arcturus, the star system Alpha Centauri, and the Belt of Orion. Unfortunately, the historic importance of the site was threatened when tourists began defacing and moving the stones, altering their original alignment. In response to this damage, the stones were relocated to the Nubian Museum in Aswan, Egypt, where visitors can now admire the monument in its original formation from a safe distance. Number 3. Burkina Faso humans and crocodiles. In the lakeside village of Bazul, Burkina Faso, there's an incredible phenomenon that challenges everything we think we know about crocodiles. While these reptiles are usually feared for their deadly nature and ruthless reputation, in Bazul they are viewed quite differently. Here, crocodiles are known to be friendly and even playful with humans. According to local legend, this surprising relationship with crocodiles dates back to at least the 15th century. During a severe drought that left the villagers desperate for water, guardian crocodiles appeared and led the thirsty people to a hidden pond where they could drink. To express their gratitude, the villagers threw a celebration to honor these crocodiles, marking the start of a special bond between them. Each year, the locals hold a grand ceremony called Lakra, where they make sacrifices and ask the crocodiles to grant their wishes for good health, prosperity, and a bountiful harvest. In Bazul, it's not uncommon to find crocodiles lounging in the yards of local families, especially during the dry season. At other times, the crocodiles wander into the village looking for safe places to lay their eggs, and the villagers protect the nests from predators. The locals even believe that these gentle creatures hold the spirits of their ancestors. When a crocodile dies, they hold funerals for it, burying the crocodile in a coffin just like they would for a human. Number 2. Bird of Sakara. In 1898, archaeologists made a remarkable discovery that captured the imagination of both researchers and the public: the Sakara bird. This artifact was excavated from a tomb in Sakara, Egypt, and is estimated to be around 2,200 years old. What's intriguing about the Sakara bird is its shape. It resembles a modern-day airplane, but has the head of a bird. It has a wingspan of about 180 millimeters and weighs 39.12 grams. Despite its ancient origins, the exact purpose of the Sakara bird remains a mystery. The lack of documentation from the time it was created only adds to its enigmatic nature. Some people speculate that the ancient Egyptians may have understood the principles of aerodynamics. Some even believe that the Sakara bird could have been a working model for an aircraft or glider. However, not everyone agrees. Many mainstream researchers suggest that the Sakara bird was likely just a child's toy, a carving of a real bird, or perhaps an early weather vane. The debate about the Sakara bird continues to this day. What do you think? Could the ancient Egyptians have had knowledge of the aerodynamics that we have yet to uncover? Or is the Sakara bird just a fascinating but ultimately ordinary artifact? Number 1. Desert fairy circles. In the vast and seemingly barren desert of Namibia, there lies a mystery that has puzzled scientists for decades: the Namibian fairy circles. These strange circles, each about 39 feet in diameter, are perfectly round patches of bare earth surrounded by lush green vegetation. What's even more fascinating is that millions of these circles stretch across 1,100 miles of the arid grasslands of southern Africa. Over the years, many theories have been proposed to explain the origins of these circles, but none have provided a clear answer. One popular theory suggests that the circles are created by termites, which eat away at the grass from the roots. Others believe that the plants are somehow prompted to grow in this unusual pattern on their own. Some even speculate that understanding these circles could reveal secrets about how life can thrive in such a harsh environment. Visitors to the region can explore the fairy circles on foot or from the air, marveling at their unique beauty while pondering the mystery that surrounds them. Whether the circles are the work of mystical fairies or simply a natural phenomenon, they remain one of the most intriguing mysteries of the natural world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss my next video.